Hello, everybody. My name's Rick. Some of you know me. Perhaps some of you don't. But I've got a story to tell. And I've decided now that I'm not going to bring it upon myself to convince you that what I say is true. I'm just going to recount to you these events as they happened. And it can be up to you to decide if you believe what I say is true, or if what I say is untrue. But I tell you, I speak the truth. So, without further ado, as they say, I guess I'll just get on with it. There's no other way to... okay, so none of you know this, but I've got this lab. A bit of a laboratory, if you will. And I was working in my lab, and it was late. It was late the other night, and I started looking around, and in my eyes I beheld a very eerie sight. Now backing up here, forgive me. I'll have to paint it. I've got these slabs. These concrete slabs with various and sundry monsters on them, and one of these creatures began to rise, and he looked at me. I was very afraid, but suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the monster mash. Monster mash. He said, Rick, it's gonna... How he knew my name, I have no... But anyway, he said, Rick, it's gonna catch on in a flash. The monster mash. It'll be a graveyard smash. The mash. The monster mash. Now, from my laboratory in the east part of my castle to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes, and they all did the mash. They all did the monster mash. The monster mash, they said it was going to catch on in a flash. The monster mash. It'd be a graveyard smash. The mash. The monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. Now, the scene was rocking. All were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The Coffin Bangers were about to arrive with their group, the Crypt Kicker 5. And they came and they played the mash. They played the monster mash. The monster mash. It's going to be a graveyard smash. The monster mash. It's going to catch on in a flash. The mash. Monster mash. Now, okay, now picture this. Out from his coffin, Dracula's voice did ring. He seemed to be troubled by just one thing. He opened the lid, and he shook his fist, and he said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?" And I said, "Now, Drac, listen. Your Transylvania twist is now the mash. It's now the monster mash. The monster mash. It's going to catch on in a flash, Drac. It's going to be a graveyard smash. The mash. The monster mash. Come on, Drac. The mash. The monster mash. Now everybody's having fun. Everything's cool. And my monster mash is the hit of the land. And Drac, well, he's sitting there playing. He's a part of the band. And for you, the living, this mash was meant to. So come on over, and when you get to my door, you tell them Boris sent you, and you can do the mash. The monster mash. The mash, the monster mash. You can do the mash. The monster mash is going to catch on in a flash. It's going to be a graveyard smash. The mash, the monster mash. Wow. Monster mash. Wow. Happy Halloween, everybody.